Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, this is Matthew Scooby. Welcome back to my channel. And so now I was thinking, what would be a really good sequel to Fallout? What would be a good, perfect Fallout 5? Well, they fixed some things from Fallout 3 in New Vegas. Mainly the shooting mechanics and the graphics are a little bit better. But Fallout 4 was far from perfect, though it was far from perfect. My number one complaint about Fallout 4 was it was way too linear as compared to the other games. You didn't get as much options to your missions. You had to all do them a very specific way. Granted, Fallout 3 had a beginning and end story just like Fallout 4, but Fallout 4 does feel way too linear. Whereas in Fallout 3 you had multiple options to do missions, while else in Fallout 4 you didn't. That's my number one complaint about Fallout 4. What else was there? Number two was I felt for some reason there wasn't enough to do with the factions as compared to Fallout 3 in New Vegas. What do I mean by that? I felt that the Minuteman and the Brotherhood of Steel and the Institute and the Underground Railroad, I think they were a missed opportunity. I think they should have gave you more options to do with those factions. Mainly get those factions to fight each other or have your reputation go up. Because in Fallout New Vegas, if you did something in a certain town or to a certain people or group, you were either shunned by that group or you got a good reputation for that group, so on and so forth. That didn't really happen in Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, it felt like you were forced to be the good guy. Like you couldn't really go raiding, you couldn't be a bad guy. And that's one of the things of Fallout. It's just that you have the option to be the good or bad guy. You have the option to make the good choices or bad choices. And that was dumbed down a lot in Fallout 4. So I think they should do more with the factions in Fallout 5. That would make Fallout 5 a perfect game. If they just gave you more options to do, bring back the, I think it's a notoriety system. Bring that back where you can have great influence on the faction that you're around or the town. Either you get shunned by that faction or you become noble or noticeable, or you just become a good leader or someone that's liked in that town or someone who's hated in that town. They should give you more options, mainly stealing options and stuff like that. Whereas in Fallout 4, you couldn't really steal much. They didn't really give you that option as much as compared to the other Fallout games. So basically, I'm following with Fallout 4. I just wish they gave you more options with the factions, like more things to do. I wish the game wasn't as linear, and I hope in Fallout 5 they'll make the game so much less linear that you'll have more options to do in that particular game. And that's it really. And I just think the missions were too linear. That's my only complaint about Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is a great game. Those are my main issues with that. If they could fix those issues, I'll be on board with Fallout 5. I was expecting Fallout 4 to be the greatest game I've ever played, but it wasn't. I wanted it to be. I just couldn't help but notice the faults within that game. So anyways, they just could fix those two things, the influence in the factions and more options to be the good or bad guy. That's it, and that would be a perfect Fallout game for me. So guys, let me know what you think. What would you like in a new Fallout game? What kind of factions would you want in there? And most importantly, what city would you want it to be placed in? You know, at this point, I don't really think it matters to me what city the new game's based in, as long as it's a good game. Because Fallout is one of those games that has multiple different possibilities. It could be set in Maryland, it could be set in Washington State, it could be set Missouri, anywhere really, like anywhere within the U.S. Because I think the U.S. is more, the Fallout universe is more of a U.S. game. But I guess in a way I would be okay with seeing it overseas, like in England or something like that. Expand the universe of the Fallout. Anyways guys, this is Matthew Scooby. Let me know what you think. I gotta go. Peace out.